Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm going to start trying to feed the Mexican fire leg and see if she's going to eat. My cat's over there helping with the cricket control. And, she tried to get her fangs stuck in this here top. So she would definitely need something different. Or whatever when she's gets just a tiny bit bigger, or we're going to change it as soon as we can. Would you calm down? So we're going to try and get her to eat. She's going to kick hairs at me. Well, she's not going to eat until she feels like it. So just messed up her house for nothing. I might actually take this out because she doesn't use it. And I'm going to go to someone who will actually eat because she doesn't want to, because I foiled her plans in trying to suicide. What are you doing? So we're going to skip her. She will eat. I'll turn my back and then all of a sudden she'll be eating. Alright, let's go to my pink toe. Alright, this is Magenta, so everybody say hello to Magenta. And face of doom on this cricket. Ooh. Alright, let go, baby. There we go. And she's always wanted to take food. She never denies it. See if we'll get her to eat a second one. I need to grab one equally as big, otherwise she'll try and bite the tongs. See if she'll take a second one. She got him. And she's getting a little big for this, but pretty soon we're gonna upgrade her tank. But we already upgraded 2 other tanks. Well, we shifted over. Man, she's very happy. We shifted over Ember and Creams. We shift their tanks over, gave Ember a bigger tank, which you guys will see in a different video. Right now we're tapped out when it comes to money. Oops, sorry lady. But when we do upgrade her cage, we will give you guys a video of that. Again, that is Magenta, my pink toe. On to the next. Alright everybody, this is my Brachypelma Mori. She's brand new. We don't know much about her. She came to a pet store that doesn't really sell tarantulas. And she's only maybe a few months old. She's not very big. And she doesn't eat as much, but there she is right there. Give you a closer look. That is my Brachypelma Mori, the Mexican red knee tarantula. She's beautiful. She's gonna get huge. Miss Critter Keeper, she came in. Haven't gotten a takedown video of her eating, but I just toss a couple in there, all different sizes. Are you sure she's alive? She's just pretending like she's out of it. And they're well fed, they're well taken care of. She just acts like she has no idea what she's doing. You are gonna get food, you crazy thing. Goodness gracious, I will feed you. Calm down. But I'm gonna try and throw a few more at her. See if she takes any of these guys. Ooh, yep, she took a second one. Oh, she's fighting him. Oh, damn. This guy She's a nutcase. This is her first time being fed on camera. I'm surprised she did very well. Again, this is my Brachypelma Hamore, if that's how you say it in Latin terms, but I just call them by their American normal English names so everybody understands. A Mexican red-kneed tarantula. And then she only eats a couple times, so I'm just going to fill her water and we'll move on to the next one. I already fed the anoles. They're bunked down for the night. I have to feed Lieutenant Dan, which his is easy. You just shake it in a cup, pour it in. He's very antisocial himself. So we're going to move on to my wolf spider I just got, who just laid an egg sac. I'll see if she wants to eat, but she might not because of the egg sac. So she might be next. And then introduce the OBT that we just got and feed the Pac-Man frogs. Alright? Brachypelma Hamore. So here she is here. And right now she's just nervous and wants to just run away and hide. Let's see if I can pop her lid off. There she is right there. I'm not going to bother her too much. Just going to put some water in there and leave her be. I don't want to overstress her because this egg sac might be gravid. Okay, I just kind of dropped a cricket in here. If she eats it, she eats it. Again, my wolf spider. I'm just going to leave her be. As for my OBT, God, how do people do this with one hand? He, or she, only got one molt from her. She's actually hiding in here. Well, we just put her in the little container. All the way in the back there, there's a little foot right there. Little bitty baby. Just a little bit of water. Do through a cricket in there. And then one about her day. Might be too big. I'm gonna have to grab the tongs. Okay. Crickets are going nuts. I'm just gonna throw too big. Maybe one more in there, just in case. My goodness, sir, I will get you some food in a minute and have to replace your lettuce tomorrow morning. Jeez. But yeah, this OBT is food shy. I've only gotten to see it eat once or twice, and it's just a baby, like I said. So yeah, again, this is OBT, and when she gets a lot bigger and more full of attitude, oh, wait, there she goes. Then and only then will we see her true self. But yeah, she just slithered down in there. She's right there. Alright, we're going to move on to the next one. It's going to be, we're going to do a check on my Asian scorpions. And then we're going to move on. I'm sorry, scratch that, reverse that. In the great words of good old Willy Wonka. Sorry, cat's on the floor. We're actually going to feed my male. We checked thumb pads. Our male horned frog. Horned Pac-Man frog. I'm trying to eat my fingers now. And let me show you him. Get him sprayed down, and then we can feed him. His name is Avocado. So, yeah, I'm gonna get his sprayer. Wet him down. I'll just see what he does. Sorry. spray him down. Spray down the rest of the enclosure. Rain shower. And then what I usually do, take my handy dandy tongs, pop off the lid. If you're having issues with your crickets in a short bin flying all over the place, make sure it has a lid that covers a couple of, feet, or at least a couple of inches off the top, so they can't really jump out. And just kind of, oh God, I forget he does that really fast. And this guy will eat 6 to 8 tiny crickets. Ooh. He ain't dumb, he knows. Just like crickets, they know when you're after them. And when he gets bigger, start moving on to bigger crickets, bigger food for him. And yeah, he tongue feeds. He's really good with tongue feeding. Just bring the prey close, he says. The female, however, does not like to hunt one bit. Mrs. Pax. And she just kind of expects me to feed her every time. So now she's gotten accustomed to it. And is so lazy, she will rather assist feed than actually feed. And it's frustrating because she's gotten dependent on me feeding her with tongue, which was my big mistake. I know, it's my fault that I didn't just dump them in. And but I was trying to build a relationship with her. And, it's a frog, they don't really care. But now with him, I only assist feed a couple of them. And then the rest, because he's a male, he's much more active about eating. That he will just wait for them to come around. If they get close enough. He tries to snatch them up. And he is a literal garbage can when it comes to that. And he'll eat anyone, any size. He's not particular. So when he gets bigger, different menu, like pieces of raw frog safe meat, hornworms. I think that's enough for him. And a few others will be added to the menu. But like I said, this is avocado. If you made it this far, I do apologize for the lengthy videos. Like I say in my bio, these are all raw. But it filmed, so there is pause scenes and cut scenes from when I move to different animals. But other than that, it's pretty raw stuff. So we're going to move on to my feed dependent Pac-Man frog. And that is avocado. Alright, now for my biggest pain in the butt. You've seen her, Mrs. Pac-Man. As you can see, she still has plenty of crickets because she doesn't like to hunt. Maybe if I wet her, she will start springing into action. No, baby girl. No. I only feed her a couple times because she's starting to get obese. But regardless, so yeah. Okay. But as you see, she's already a pretty fat frog, so she really doesn't need. And yeah, that's what she does. She just sits there. And she will delicately, look at this goober. I will feed you, okay? Calm down. But I'm just gonna toss a couple in here. And yes, I do meet a couple. And then we just hope that she will eat on her own, and if she doesn't, I will assist her. I love her, everything, but she's such a poot about eating. And then I'm gonna feed Mr. Ash in his lovely 40-gallon that we got him. As you can see, a lot of room for one tiny little guy. He's supposed to be sleeping, technically. Bedtime is at 9. Already 10:15, so I gotta wrap this video up pretty fast. We're gonna go over feeding him. I'm just gonna, with scorpions, it's kind of like hit or miss when it comes to a feeding video. So I just kind of drop one in, feed them, show them off every once in a while. Which I'll do a picture or a video update of just them in general. And then we'll try and wrap this up as fast as possible. And what did I say? Mexican fire leg eaten off camera. Your butt. Right, so she doesn't really like to eat on camera anymore. And she likes to assist me. I feed her one. Kind of get her going. So we're gonna feed Ash. And then we will move on to feeding I think my cobalt. We're going to try and feed the 2 underground ones, but like I said, it might be hit and miss with that one too. So let's go. Okay, and for this one we just do the calcium. Pop a bunch in here. And we're going to go ahead and dump them right onto his thing. Because he hates tongs. Don't know why. He just hates the tongs. Num 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 num. I want to see if I can feed him with tongs, but I don't know if he'll go for it. Oh, took the one I was going to get him. Little bugger. See if he'll take from the tongs. Will you take from the tongs? No. He's just not one for tongs. But he'll eat every one that I dump in there. And then he'll be hunting for a couple of hours. So, yes, I'm talking to you. And, there he goes. Yum, 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 yum. I like to make that sound effect because they eat so, like, loudly and everything. Yeah. Sorry if you just got plain footage of just, I know, of just his glass. I was watching my cat attack a few misguided crickets. He's probably gonna grab this guy. Ooh, yep. Now I'm gonna pop a few into scorpions containers. Let you have a quick video of them and show you how they look. And then I think that'll pretty much be it. I did feed my kobolds. I'm going to feed the 2 burrowing species if it's hit or miss. And then we'll be done. Okay. Go with the big guy himself. Oh, there he is. Hello, sir. As you guys can see, he's doing quite well. He has a cricket in here who is yet to die. Doing pretty good. Still has a lot of sass, as you can see. Very strong. He doesn't really do too much. He just kind of hides out. I fill his water. I drop a cricket in there. They all look the same, too. They very much remind me of emperor scorpions. And you think, what's the difference between an emperor scorpion and these guys? One, size. And the fact that they don't have red hairs on the tips of their pinchers. Plus their pinchers are much bigger. And he's got some chunkers on him, don't get me wrong, but other than that, he's a very docile boy. Yeah, see? You can touch him. Now his girlfriend, on the other hand, she's a jerk. Miss Pinchy, you've seen her in other pictures or other videos. But yeah. He's a sweetheart. She's Satan. Alright. My mean problem child. There she is. She's chunky too. She's very chunky. She's not going to need feeding for a while. She's also very spicy. She's like, run away. She doesn't want anything to do with me. Like I said. And, she's been doing really well. I'm just going to fill her water. Hello. And we will go on. She doesn't like being messed with. She's not one to like to be messed with. But as you can see, she's chunky. So she doesn't need to be fed. I do throw a tiny cricket in here. But I fed her a couple days ago, so I'm not going to mess with her. They're getting all new containers, but since scorpions don't climb walls, she's not been able to get out of this tote. Neither has he. And he doesn't even have a lid. Okay, and my wee baby Baxter. Not much of a baby anymore. And he, actually, I was just about to feed him. He has found a cricket. And, quite disturbing him. I'm so sorry. Just gonna fix that. Just gonna fill your water. Calm down. And we'll leave you be. Right now, people want to see you. So, they're just gonna watch you while I fill up your water. He does what he wants. He just chills here. But apparently he's already found a cricket, so I don't even have to feed him. He did the hunting on his own. Yeah, that is Baxter. The not so tiny guy anymore. But he's still a little. Not compared to Thor. Alright, then we're going to move on to my scary 2. Or my burrowing 2. Then I got to check on my scary 2, and then we'll be done for the night, and we can let everybody in here sleep. Alright. Now this one is my cobalt blue. Not quite sure Oh yeah, she's in there. She has blocked herself off. There she is down there. I like to mess with her when she's like that. Her water is full. And I might just lure some crickets in there and just leave her be. She has molted the last few months, but I mean, oops, there goes the tongs. I'm expected to just not feed her for the next couple of days. So I might just throw 2 crickets in there and see what she does. And we're just gonna toss one in there. And I give her select sizes. I don't need them to be humongous. So and see another huge guy. It's usually I'm just losing crickets all over the place. It's good to have a cricket hunter to do all the work that you don't want to do. But she's closed herself off. Threw 1 big guy and 2 small guys in there. Just gonna check burrowing species and be done. This little girl is Winona. Winona is unfortunately in her hole. So I couldn't see the action, but I heard it. Which means I knew that was a successful takedown. I'm just gonna drop another in there. And you can hear her attack them. So that's how I know she's eating well. And then she can actually have 3 medium crickets now. Before, she couldn't really do that. She was so tiny. So maybe just maybe I can get her to eat a 3rd one. I need a tripod so badly so I can be hands-free. Oh, there she is. She's down there. Just see the foot. She took 3, so hopefully the 4th one isn't too. Ooh, okay. Sheesh. Well, you've seen a glimpse of her. That was Winona. This is my Costa Rican zebra. Deborah the zebra. And we're gonna feed her as well. And she prefers her food big. I don't have many big guys. Let's see if I can. Whew. She doesn't come out as much, but it'd be cool to see her when she is out. That's like once in a blue moon kind of thing. It's unfair. Usually I just tell people I have a jar of dirt. If you don't know what that reference is, sorry, uncultured. She's got 1 entranceway there and 1 entranceway there. You can see, but she's mostly at this one. And she will sit there all day. Grab crickets without taking her out of focus, but she'll eat quite a few. She's as big as my cobalt. So she'll take up to 6, maybe 7 crickets. Really wanted to give her a really big guy so she doesn't have cricket corpses all over the place. But over 1,000 crickets in this one box. It's kind of hard to keep the chaos down. But yeah, that was a brief video of her, although you don't get to see much of her. Alright, and we'll move on to the next one. Now for my scariest one. You do not know what this is. This is a Polyclitera subvasca? I don't know. Mylor ornamental. She's an endangered species. A very rare one. She makes me shake because this is one of the poisonous or most venomous types of tarantulas you could own. Now I unfortunately have to pop her lid back on and go get a dopey roach because that is all she eats. So give me one moment. Cannot take my eyes off this spider. Okay guys, this is actually my first time ever feeding her out, and if she bites me, you get this on video, I will be in the hospital watching this over and over again about how I fucked up. Like my cobalt blue, I'm trying not to miss this. I'm just going to drop the roach in next to her. If I have to slam the lid shut very fast, we all know why. Okay? If I drop the phone and you don't hear screaming, then we should be good. Alright, just a warning, disclaimer. This may be chaotic. I did her clips. She is a beautiful, very large species of tarantula. Now, she doesn't have to eat as much God, why do freaking cockroaches have such a good grip? Ugh. So scared of what she might do. Already threw one in there. Every time he gets close to her, I get super freaking nervous. Because I don't know what she's like as a feeder. But I don't want to touch her and have her freak out and go flying somewhere. Because it's nerve-wracking, you know? This is a brand new tarantula that I was given, which I'm very grateful for. And oh, that might end bad. Oh, she makes my heart skip. Yeah, she is also my largest tarantula. I'm very, very scared of her. I know people say you shouldn't be afraid of your tarantulas. They're just tarantulas. They ain't gonna hurt you. This one, this particular species, will put you in the hospital. Holy mother. And you can see just how freaking huge she is. Oh, sorry. I breathed on her and it scared her. This is as much as I'm gonna do. Made her stridulate. Just where they rub their fangs together. And her, compared to my hand, is freaking massive. She's huge. And I don't play no games with her. She's fucking gorgeous, but I don't know how she would be she got spooked. I don't know how flighty she is with prey. None of that. But she is a Mylor ornamental. She's gorgeous. But she is my scariest and largest one. She is well over the 7-inch mark. You're beautiful. Oh boy. Very beautiful. Wow. Gorgeous. I treat her like I would. I treat her like I would a venomous spider. I watch her very closely, and I do not mess with her if I don't have to. She is an amazing creature. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright guys, this is the end of my video. If you made it this far and got to see this magnificent species of a tarantula, she is so impressive. I'll show you guys her one last time. I got her from the pet store from a guy who was selling his collection. She is, let's see if I can get some colors on her. She is, again, a Mylor tarantula. She is a Mylor ornamental. They are very rare in the United States. I'm still watching her as I'm doing this because I do not want to take my eyes off of her. So, backstory about her. A guy was selling his whole collection because of health problems. He traveled an hour and a half to 2 hours away to drop them off at my local pet store. And we were already in the loop. We were being told that, hey, this guy is getting rid of his tarantulas. He even called us personally because we're the only exotic people in town. And he decided to give them to the pet store. She was the only one that was 100% unreleasable to any of the public. You know, he had Goody Sapphires, he had a Blue Baboon, he had a bunch of pink toes and Versicolors and a pink bloom, which I really wanted. And a few others. And unfortunately, due to budget, I could not afford them. So, going back and forth with the person that owned them, and since she was I don't want to say legally or unlegally able to be sold, but unless you had an exotic license, which we do, you were not allowed to have her. And everybody else asked for her, and there was like 16 people asking, but she was 100% on reserve for us. She is a proven female breeder. She is 7 inches, is I believe what he said. And he told me, or she told me, that she would come with her tote, her everything in it, and that we could have her. And we haven't thought of a name for her yet. I was thinking like Melody or something like that. My mom's name is Melody. And yeah, she's a beautiful, beautiful spider. And this is where I'm going to leave this video at. Since we aren't like gonna sell her or do anything with her, she's strictly a pet and a conversation piece. She is our new baby. and I hope you guys liked seeing her out. This is very rare to see her out. But yeah. Enjoy, guys. If you made it this far, I'm sorry this video is lengthy. I don't know how people do editing so that way they cut off like 40-50 minutes, but I can't. So this is all raw footage, and if you liked it, like, comment, subscribe, share my stuff, click the notification bell. I'm trying to make these videos a lot more shorter, and I'm trying to subject it only on 1 or 2 animals at a time, or maybe a collection of animals at a time. So yeah, and we're going to be moving, so a lot of this stuff has to go upstairs into a bigger place. This would be enclosure for ourselves. But yeah, we'll just have to see what happens when that time comes. Hopefully it'll be a bigger, more expansive room, and it'll be a lot more easier to shoot films in there. Because as you can see, it's not a big room. It goes from... Really? You dickhead? Because we're all the way over here. All the way around. We put in a new rack system. Moved this guy from down here up. And yeah. It's not very much work, and we're going to upgrade and everything when we move upstairs. So hopefully that comes in the near distant future. But we'll keep you guys updated. Okay? We'll see you later. Bye, guys.